Hello guys and welcome to our amazing webinar. In today's webinar, we're going to be talking about how to start working remotely as a virtual assistant or a customer service rep with little or no experience. Yes, so that's what we're going to be talking about today. So if you've made it so far, congratulations, because at the end of this video, you're going to learn all you need to know so you can start earning in dollars. Why should I work remotely? That question, why should I earn remotely? And there are so many reasons why you should work remotely. Number one, you can earn in dollars. You can earn in dollars. Here in Nigeria, before you can earn a salary, let's say you want to be a 9 to 5 worker, before you can earn a salary that is giving you at least ₦1 million, or at least 500 to 1 million naira every month, you need to sweat. You need to have worked there for like 5 6 years. Okay, before we continue to the topic of today's webinar, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. So my name is Udwak Dorothy Musu. I've been a virtual assistant, customer service rep, and even a social media manager for over 5 years now. Yeah, but before then, I was studying physiology. After I studied physiology, ah, it was like very, very devastating. I entered into my NYSC, and like a month to after my NYSC, I was having panic attacks, anxiety attacks. I don't know how to explain. You know, this feeling where you know that okay, you don't have any other source of income after this month, and you have nowhere else to, you don't know what to do. Like that's what I was feeling, and it was so much on me. So I decided, okay, let me go to Abuja for some couple of months, and I already told myself that, oh, let me get a 9 to 5 job. That if I can get a 9 to 5 job that is paying me at least 100K, I'll stay in Abuja. So as I was in Abuja, I was with my terrible CV because I did not know what I was doing. My CV had so many things inside, like it was very terrible, very, very terrible CV. I decided to, apply for jobs. I applied for Abuja-based jobs on LinkedIn. And funny enough, the jobs, I got like 2 to 3 interviews, and those interviews were like fake jobs. They'll promise, oh, it has a base salary, this, that, that. When you go there, they'll tell you that you should sell a product for them. And they want you to buy their products. Not that you're selling it like maybe they're giving it to you to just sell. No, they want you to buy that product to sell and make profit for yourself. I can remember I can remember the last place I went to. But with remote work, you can be earning as little as $500, $800. And when you convert it to Naira, it's almost ₦1 million. Yes. So why not work remotely? Number two, you can work from the comfort of your home. Just imagine that you don't have to go every day, wake up by 6 a.m., drive, catch a bus all the way to your workplace, spending your money on transport to your workplace. You can just do it from the comfort of your home and still get paid. That's amazing. Number three, as a stay-at-home mom, as someone that is a stay-at-home mom, instead of just doing your house chores and that's it, and you're not making any living, you can actually just be at your house, be at your home, take care of your kids, as well as do your remote work and earn in dollars. That makes you a boss of yourself. So, apart from these 3 reasons, there are so many other reasons why you should work and earn remotely. Okay, so number 4 reason why you should work remotely is it's a way of getting extra sources of income. So if you have other goals that you want to achieve, like you want to build your house, you want to buy a car, you want to japa anything, you can actually do that with remote work. Save up with remote work while doing any other thing you're doing, while running your business, while even doing your 9 to 5. Because for me, there was a time when I was doing my 9 to 5 and also working remotely. I shed tears after the supposed interview. It was not an interview. I shed so much tears because they were like, you have to buy your product, you have to do this and that. And I was like, no, this is not the kind of job I'm looking for. I'm just looking for a job that at the end of the month will be paying me something. But it was not that. Then I remember the last interview before I got a job. That last interview, I was so happy because it was not about selling anything. They actually gave me job duties, only for my boss to come and tell me, that there's not going to be any payment. It's going to be like a voluntary service, no payment at the end of the month. That maybe if I do well in 2 to 3 months, he can start giving me something. I was so devastated. Like, I remember coming out of that place and I was crying. Like, I cried because, like, God, is this how I'm going to? I don't have anybody. Even transport money, I had to borrow. Ah, it was so bad. So the last job I was able to now finally get, it was as a personal assistant for an amazing woman. So the woman told me the base salary, and the base salary was like around 35,000. And I told the woman, I would love this job, but I need something that is going to pay me like 100 so that I can at least save up for rent. But it could not. So I actually told them, I said, Ma, I can be your virtual assistant. Let me be your virtual assistant, because basically like 95% of all the duties I had to use my phone or a laptop to do it. So I told the woman, "Ma, I can be your virtual assistant. I can help you with this, that, that." So I worked with her for 2 weeks. Then I left. I went back to Imo State, Owerri. And as I was in Imo State, 2 weeks after, the woman called me and was like, Uduak, you said that you can be my virtual assistant. Okay, but as you're going to be my virtual assistant, I'm gonna pay you 15,000. And I was so grateful to her. I was so happy because as at that time I already got my first 9 to 5 job, which was paying me 45,000. So I was like, 45,000 plus 15,000 makes 60K. I'll be earning something. I was so happy because at least something, a passive income, as much as it was not the 100K that I was expecting, I was looking for. 60,000 was something. So I also got some social media management gigs where I was learning on the job basically. And it was paying me 10,000. So at the end of the month I was earning over 70K. As time went by, I was scrolling through Instagram, I was scrolling through TikTok, and I was seeing people be like, I'm earning $500 at the end of the month. Oh, I'm earning $5 per hour. My salary is $1,000. My salary is $2,000 a month. I'm working for a remote company. And I was like, people are working remotely. Me, I'm earning 10,000. I beg. I need to get these types of job. I want to get it. So I started talking to some of my tech friends, people that are already in the tech space, in the remote space. I'm looking for a job. Oh, help me, help me, help me. And that's when I found one of my friends told me about an amazing community. This community, this community has like job opportunities and stuff like that. So I joined that community, and there after I joined the community, I was dedicated. Every day I had to apply for a job. Every day I had to apply for a job. I made sure I applied for different types of jobs. And after I was done applying for all those jobs, I'll be like, don't worry, I'll get it very soon. And luckily for me, from one of the internships I applied, I got my first legit remote job. I was so grateful to God. After I got the job, I was so happy. This job helped me because I had no experience about remote work, but that job, the internship, shaped me into learning everything I needed to know about remote job, Microsoft Teams, different tools to use. It was amazing. And as at that time I was still doing my 9 to 5 and still working remotely. Then it was after they promoted me that I was able to leave my 9 to 5 fully. At that time, this 9 to 5 was paying me like almost like 80K. But I was able to leave my 9 to 5 and focus my work remotely. You understand? So it was still a Nigerian based remote job. And I was like, people are earning in dollars. I need to make this money. So I kept applying, kept pushing myself out there. And I got my first remote job that was paying me like $3 per hour. I was so excited. It was a Canadian-based job that was in Canada, New Brunswick, Canada. I was so happy. I was working as a VA for a real estate firm, helping them to pick their calls, helping them with email management, helping them with invoices. And that one thing I loved about the job was that if you told if you tell your boss, if I told my boss, I worked 10 hours today, he'll pay you for that 10 hours. If you told him I worked 12 hours, as long as you can prove that you worked to those hours, he's gonna pay you. So that job was so amazing. And since then, I was able to get other jobs. I used the Boolean search method to look for jobs on LinkedIn, and I was able to get a Philippine-based job as a VA. Amazing. That job was paying me like 42,000 PHP, which as at that time it was like over 600K. Then I got a UK based job that was paying me £400, which was almost like £800 as at that time. So it was good. It was lovely. It was lovely, lovely, lovely. And I now realized that a lot of people don't know about remote jobs. You understand? When I went like for my daughter's vaccinations and I talked with other women, and some women be like, oh, I had to leave my banking job to take care of my child. Oh, I had to stop working. I had to stop my business. I had to do this because I had a child. And I could not relate, because even as I had my child, I was still working remotely. I could still, take care of my child and still, use my phone, press my phone, and get my job done and still get paid at the end of the month. So I realized that a lot of people don't know that remote work is possible. So that's why I created this platform called Empower Her Remotely, to empower women and also men too, because so many in my platform are also getting jobs back to back, to get remote jobs. You understand? And these remote jobs have helped them to, start earning their first 100K, 200K, 500K, even 1 million naira in, yeah, when you convert the dollars to naira. So that's why I created a platform to empower women, and we've been doing a great job at that. So we're going to enter into the topic of today. What is remote work? What is remote work? Remote work is when you're working for a company or a client from a location outside the traditional office. You understand? Outside the traditional 9 to 5, using your internet and digital tools. Okay. So basically, your boss can be in Canada, your boss can be in US, your boss can even be in Nigeria. Even if your boss is in the same state that you are in, but you're not working in a traditional office, rather you are working from anywhere. You understand? As long as you're using a stable internet and you're using digital tools to get that work done, that means you're working remotely. So that's what it is. So you can literally be in Nigeria, Lagos, Lagos State, and then have a boss, a client in Washington, D.C., and you're able to send your deliverables, your deliverables, documents, feedbacks to that boss. You understand? As simple as that. So a lot of people are earning from doing that. A lot of people are earning from doing that. And some of these jobs and some of the things that they're doing, you can also do it. You can do it. So what are the benefits? What are the benefits of working remotely? Number one, you can work from anywhere. I can remember one time like that, as I was with my boss. I went to the market during work hours. I went to the market only for my boss to be like, Dora, send me so document. And I had not finished completing it. So I had to just stay at one place of the market and use my phone, finish up the document and send to my boss. So I can literally be working from anywhere, and as long as I get that job done, I get paid for it. Exactly. Flexible work environment. I love the flexibility of remote work. I love the flexibility. There are some times when you can actually, as long as you've gotten all your task done, you can use your free time to do any other thing. Unlike when you're in the office, where even if you finish up your task, you have to still be in office till after working hours. That's when you can go home. But with remote work, you actually have that flexibility of doing other things aside from your work. As long as you finish your task and you send it on time, you are good to go. Another thing is access to dollar paying opportunities. Especially with the way our economy is, getting paid in dollars is the best. So, $1 is maybe 1,400 naira as at now, or more or less, but it's around that range. You understand? So if you're earning, even if it's $200, you are making a good amount of money for yourself. You understand? And then here in Nigeria, even entry jobs, they don't pay you less than 50K, 100K. Yeah. But with entry jobs there, they're paying you at least $500, $1,000. You understand? So it is very, very nice. It's very, very simple. Another thing is better work-life balance. Yeah, better work-life balance. Especially as a woman, especially when you have kids, you need to be around your kids a lot. You need to monitor your kids a lot. But remote work actually helps you to do that. So your kids can be with you while you're working, and you're able to monitor them, compared to when you are in a far place doing your work in an office and you'll be calling. You're not seeing your kids. But with remote work, you can see them and be able to know what is going on. Another thing is save time and commuting costs. This is so true, because I remember when I was doing my 9 to 5, and one time I just had to sit down and calculate how much I was spending on transport with the way the fuel prices have increased to like a it has increased. Like at least 3 4 years ago we could get like 1 liter was 200 naira, 300 naira, but now it's over 1,000 naira for a liter of fuel. So everything has increased. Price of transportation, whether you're jumping bus, or whether you're using public you're using any, like maybe you're using a bike, you're jumping bus, or you're even using your private, like your own car. Prices of fuel has increased for every single body. And I remember during when I was doing my 9 to 5, I took my time to calculate how much I was spending on the road alone. And I realized it was a lot. But when I'm working from home, the pay is way better. That's one. The pay is way, way better. Two, I don't need to be going out every day. I don't need to be going out every day, especially if you're a loner, if you are an introverted person like me. I'm mostly introverted. I'm an introverted extrovert. I love my own space. This remote job is definitely for you. You just go out when you feel like, you just go out when you need to just catch your breath, you need to go for a walk, you need to buy some things. You don't need to be going out every single day. That's one thing I love about remote work. So what are the remote jobs that you can get without tech skills? So one thing I like about remote job, because I used to be one of those people that used to believe that, if I can get like all these remote jobs that are paying in dollars, I must be a web developer, data analyst, all those kind of, technical skills. But the truth is, you don't need to be any of that. You can actually earn with non-technical skills. So when you say non-technical skills, we're talking about skills that does not require so much training. Things like web development, app development, UI, UX. You need to at least have like 6 months of training to have that skill. But there are other skills that you can have without, although you can use less than a month, 1 month, 6 weeks to, have the skill and start making the money. I'm going to tell you about some of those jobs. So, number one, virtual assistant, executive assistant, admin assistant roles. You can actually get them with little to less skill. Like, you don't need so much skills. You need to know like the basics. You can actually get those jobs with the basics. You don't need to go and train in a school for like 6 months, 1 year. No, you can use like 6 weeks to do a course and be a professional at it. Another one is customer support, customer service representative, chat support. If you know how to talk well, if you know how to gist, you already have the skill. If you're a people person, you know how to engage in conversations, you are already a customer service rep. You understand? Those skills, those two major roles, you can get them in less than 6 weeks. You can get them in less than 6 weeks. Other job opportunities like content writing, community manager, appointment setting, social media manager, data entry clerk, etc. You can actually get those jobs with little to no skills. Yeah. With little to no time. In less than 6 weeks, you can actually get those skills and start making your money when you get the job. Who is a virtual assistant? A virtual assistant is a remote work professional who helps businesses with administrative, organizational, and operational tasks. So, as a virtual assistant, you're going to be doing jobs like email, inbox management, calendar appointment setting, scheduling, data entry, file and document organization, social media support, research, analysis, etc. Those are the kind of things you can do. And if you've already been doing things like that, even in your 9 to 5, then you are good to go to become a virtual assistant. Yeah. And yeah, virtual assistant. I remember being a virtual assistant. As I told you guys, I was a virtual assistant for a Canadian firm that was paying me like $3 per hour. And these are the kind of things I was doing for my boss. And it was so amazing. It was nice, so simple. All I needed to do is clock in the morning. And you know that you're going to be working in a different time zone. So I used to start my job by 2 p.m. Nigerian time and end by 8 p.m. Nigerian time. That was my shift. 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. And it was so nice. Once it's 2 p.m., I just open my laptop or my phone, make sure that I go through the emails that they have. If there's any email I need to escalate, I'll send it to my boss. If there's anything I needed to do, I'll send. If anybody paid for a particular service, I'll send the invoice of that service to that person. If anybody, I'll make sure that my data is on so that I can receive any call. If my boss tell me, oh, call this client, call that client, tell the client this or that, I'll call that client with an app called Ring Central. My boss knew I was in Nigeria, so I had to use Ring Central to get a Canadian number. And even when I'm talking to that person, the person does not even know that I'm not in Canada. You understand? As I talk to the person, I make sure I use good English. Hello, okay, yes. You've not paid your rent. Okay, rent is due by so time. So please, when you want to pay to so account. Okay, maybe the person will call me and be like, oh, something is leaking in the apartment. I'll be like, oh, thank you so much for this information. It's gonna be rectified as soon as possible. So I will now talk to the person, tell the person to calm down, and I'll relay this to the higher ups. I'll now tell my boss about it. My boss is going to get someone over there to fix whatever it is. As simple as that. It was such a nice job. It was very, very flexible. Very, very, very flexible. So let's move over to customer support specialist. So a customer support specialist assists customers by answering questions, resolving issues, ensuring a positive customer experience. I tell people every day that one of the fastest ways to get a remote job is becoming a customer support specialist or a customer service rep. That's one of the fastest way. And even in my community, there's one job opportunity that I always post, and they are always hiring. They are always hiring, and it's a commission based job though, but you get paid in dollars, which is not bad. And if you know how to talk very well, you have good internet speed, you don't get issue. You'll be making your money. Very lovely way of making passive income, because one thing I like about that job is that it's very flexible. 15 hours, they just need 15 hours in a week. You just need to clock in 15 hours in a week, so you can do your 9 to 5, and you can also be doing the job at the same time and making passive income at the end of the month. So it's really, really good. So customer service, as I said, is one of the easiest ways to get job opportunities. You can get job opportunities with customer service. Yeah, very, very nice, very, very lovely. You can get amazing job opportunities with it. And some of the things you're going to be doing will be live chat support, email support, phone support, ticket management, problem resolution, customer follow on, and even sales. Sales is very, very important. There's some job opportunities that as you're talking to different people, they want you to make sales. Sometimes, even as an appointment setter and even as a customer service rep, they want you to make sales. And when you make the sales, there's some job opportunities that when you make sales, it's going to be like an additional to your base pay. So if your base pay is like $500, any sales you make, they'll give you a percentage, and you'll be making higher money. You understand? So in the month, instead of making that normal base pay, you can make $1,000, $1,500, etc. So where can you find these remote jobs? Where can you find the remote jobs? So number one, you can find them on LinkedIn. I say LinkedIn has helped me in so many ways. LinkedIn has helped me in so many ways to get so many beautiful opportunities. Yeah, LinkedIn is one of the best ways to get jobs. Some people say it's saturated, but I'm like, maybe you don't know how to use it well. Maybe, just maybe you don't know how to use it well. Another place is Indeed. Some people like, that Indeed, they only hire Nigerians. They don't hire Nigerians. They only hire people within, people in US and Canada. But there's a way to go about Indeed, which I teach, that you can be getting opportunities. You can get jobs on Flex Jobs, as much as it's a paid site, but if you pay for their site, you'll be seeing amazing opportunities where you can be earning in dollars. You can get jobs on Wellfound, remote.co. We Work Remotely. We Work Remotely is very, very good. We Work Remotely is so good. Even though if you get the paid version, you can actually get better opportunities. But we work remotely is so good. Inclusively remote. I've had students get remote job opportunities from inclusively remote. And also most company career pages, so you can search for a particular company and just go to their website, then go to the career pages. If they have any opened position, click on it and apply for those jobs. That's another way of getting remote jobs. So the key is consistency. Consistently going to those sites to apply for job opportunities. You don't just give up. Like maybe you just apply for like one job, two jobs, you don't get a reply and be like, remote work is not for me. No, consistency is key. It's people that consistently put themselves out there that get those opportunities. Trust me. So what is the simple roadmap? I'm going to be telling you about a simple roadmap to getting that remote job that is going to pay you in dollars. The first step is to choose a role and learn the skills needed. So choose a role that you feel you'll be good at and learn the skills needed. That's number one. Choose a role that you know that you'll be good at and learn the skills. Learning skills is so important so that when you get the job, you do not immediately make you resign or make you or maybe sack you because you don't know what you're doing. So you need to learn the skill. Skill is so important. Okay, you need to learn the skills. Learning the skills is so important. Learn what you're meant to do, learn everything that you need to know, and then gain that confidence. Look for an internship if you can, so that it can help you better perfect your skills. Number two, create a strong CV. The next thing you're going to do is to create a strong CV. Make sure that you tailor your CV for that particular job. Not just that, make sure that that CV that you're creating is ATS approved. So what is ATS? So ATS means application tracking software. ATS, yeah, application tracking software. So there's some companies that they no longer look at your CVs manually. They just put your CV inside an application tracking system so that they'll be able to in that system, the system is going to let them know whether your CV is tailored to that job or not. And if it's not tailored, you're not going to get any reply or you're going to get a rejection mail. But if it is tailored, you get to the next phase. Okay, so that's what you should take note of when you're creating a CV. Number three, optimize your LinkedIn. I cannot overemphasize the importance of optimizing your LinkedIn. Optimize your LinkedIn. Make sure your LinkedIn looks good. Post about the things you've done, post about your skills. If you're just learning the skill, make sure you show them, oh, I just did this email management, oh, I just created this design, oh, I just did this, oh, I was able to build followers from this to this amount. Like, just be showing out, putting yourself out there every time, because recruiters always look for people's profile, and when they see that your profile is active and you're doing things that they're looking for, you see, trust me, you'll be getting opportunities back to back with your LinkedIn account. Number four, know where to find jobs. Know where to find jobs. Very, very important. You can join communities. Like, we have a free community called Empower Her Remotely. You can join this community. We post like at least 5 jobs every single day that you can apply to. You should also know other sites. You should also know other sites and other groups where you can join to get these opportunities that you can be applying every day to. Number 5 is to apply consistently. As I've said before, you don't just apply once or twice and don't have any reply, and then that's the end. One of my students, I can remember, there's a student of mine that has been getting jobs back to back, and I asked her a simple question: how many times do you have, like, how many job applications do you apply to every day? And she told me not less than 50. And I was even shocked myself. And the truth is, the more jobs you apply to, the better chances of you getting a reply from them. That is like basic math, basic knowledge. The more jobs you apply to, the better chance of you getting a job opportunity from it. That's the truth. So if you apply to 50, know how, you not get at least 1 or 2. If you are doing the right thing, or you not get 1 or 2 feedbacks from those job opportunities. So you should be consistently applying. Don't just apply for 1. Don't just apply for 2 and that's the end. Nah, apply as much as you can every single day, and trust me, you'll be seeing opportunities. Number 6, follow up. So when you apply for a job and maybe you've not heard from them in like a week, 2 weeks, go back to them. I can remember my first job, my first ever legit remote job. the Nigerian based one I got, that was an internship. I can remember that after I finished applying to them, they sent me the second stage. So after the second stage, I did not hear back from them in 1 week, in 1 to 2 weeks. And I sent them a follow-up. Please, I've not heard back from you. I would love your feedback, this, that. And do you know that after I talked with them, they replied me and was like, oh, so sorry about this. Okay, we're going to do a one-on-one interview with you. You actually passed that stage. We're going to do a one-on-one interview with you. So time, book your date on our Calendly app. And I was able to book my date and do the interview with my boss. You understand? So follow-up is also very, very important, especially when you see that this thing is going somewhere. Maybe you've entered the first stage of the interview. Talk to them, tell them, oh, please, what's going on? At least after 1 or 2 weeks, if you've not heard any reply from them, and trust me, you may most likely get a reply from them. Number 7, prepare for your interviews. That's going to be the next section we're going to talk about. Make sure you prepare for interviews. Most people don't get jobs because they know all, but because of their confidence in their interviews. So if they ask them, do you know how to use CRM tools? And even if you don't know, you'll be like, yes, I know how to use CRM tools such as Zendex in order to help with customer relationship management. Just talk with sass, talk with confidence, and trust me, when you talk with confidence, you get that job. You definitely get that job. These are the 7 steps for you to get your remote job. What to say during interviews? What to say during interview? So, interview is one of the most important parts of getting the job. So, the easy part is CV. Is CV, you understand? The easy part of getting a job is CV. Very, very easy. The next part is interview. A lot of people get anxiety. Maybe they know what they are doing. They are skilled. They know everything, but they are just scared. They'll just panic during the interview. At the end, they don't get the job. You understand? So interview is very, very important. So if they ask you, tell me about yourself, please, and please don't start with, my name is Uduak. My hobbies are playing tennis, listening to music, and dancing. Nobody cares. Sorry, nobody cares. They don't care about that. When they ask you, tell me about yourself, they are looking for who you are based on that job that you are looking for. So if you're a customer service rep, you'll be like, hello, my name is Udrak Dorothy Musu, and I've been a customer service rep for over 3 years now. I've worked with Empower Her remotely. I've worked with Dora's restaurant. I've worked with Susu Place. And in those places, I was able to attend to customers' feedback, do email management, talk to customers, make sales. That's what they're looking for. Okay, then you talk about the tools that you know how to use and your achievements. Oh, I know how to use Zendex, Salesforce, Converso for talking to clients, Ring Central. Mention all of them. Okay, then the next thing I'm gonna do is to talk about your achievements. Oh, I was able to achieve a 30% increase in sales, this. And the one thing I've noticed about international jobs, they like numbers. They love numbers. So if you have numbers, give it to them. Tell them about your percentage increases. Tell them how much you were able to convert. Oh, I was able to increase our sales from $2,000 every month to $5,000 every month. Like, let them know. They love those numbers. And trust me, when you tell them those numbers, they will love you. They will be like, okay, I want this person to work with my company. Another thing you should also do, which has helped a lot of my students to get the job, talk with the language. Okay, talk with the language. So when I say talk with the language, I'm talking about, if it's a customer service job, make sure you use customer service terms. Oh, I know how to follow up with my customers, clients feedback, CRM tools such as Zendex. Make sure you use all those terms. Oh, I'm good with customer support. Use their language. So if it's virtual assistants, know the languages. And thank God for ChatGPT. ChatGPT can help you with that. So you'll be able to, talk to them, relate. And once they hear the language you're using, the technical language you're using based on that particular role, trust me, you will be getting opportunities and you'll be getting that job. Definitely. So if they ask you, why did you leave your former job? Please Please, 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 by all means, don't go and be so honest. I left my former job because the pay was so terrible. I left my former job because they sacked me for no reason. Please, don't do that. Do not do that. Just say my contract ended. Full stop. Full. Just say my contract ended. Full stop. That's it. Do not go and over explain yourself or whatever. Just say contract ended. Don't be like, those people in that organization, they were very bad to me. They were this to me. They were that. No, don't. They don't need to hear that. Even if it's true. They don't need to hear that. Just say my contract ended. Full stop. Like, just keep the questions going. Are you currently working? If you are, say yes, you are currently working. You understand? But if they are going to employ you, you can give a 1 month notice and get employed in the organization. Just do that. You understand? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Please, anytime you hear this question, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Never be like, I see myself in as the president of Nigeria. Like, don't be selfish when you're answering these questions. They don't care about your personal goals. They care about where you see yourself in the organization. So anytime they ask you, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Always see yourself in the organization, helping the organization, doing better for them, increasing their sales for them. You understand? Anything you are doing, like, just say anything, let it just be based on their organization. So maybe I see myself in a managerial position, helping the company earn this amount of money, helping the company with this, transforming this company from this to this. Just stick to their company. Just stick to their company and they'll be impressed. You have a question for me, always have a question for them. Always ask, always have a question. Always, 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 always have a question. Please, 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 always have a question for them. Don't be like, no question for now. No, always ask a question. Ask a question about the organization. You can even go to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT, please tell me any important question I can ask them. And ChatGPT will give you difference that you can actually write down, and during that interview, you ask them. Okay. Then one thing I'll always tell you to do is, before any interview, always find out about that particular company. Always find out about the company. No, because there's some companies, especially Philippines company, they will always want you to know, like, sometimes one of the interview questions can be, what do you think, what does this company deal with? They want to be sure that you know what this company is about. And if you are dumbfounded, this company is about it's about it's an automatic pam pam, they're not going to give you the job. But when you come there prepared and be like, yeah, so this company is a tech company, you guys help with recruitment, you guys help with this, you guys help with that, they're actually happy that you've done that. You understand? So those are the things you should look out for during your interviews. And trust me, when you do this, you just see that congratulations mail. Congratulations, you've gotten this job. Here is your base salary, this, that. Trust me, if you do these things that I've told you, you will definitely get the job. So why do people fail? Why most people fail in their remote work journey? Why do people fail in their remote work journey? So number one, they lack a remote work community. The power of community. Community is so important, because if you're in a community where people are looking for the same thing, you can ask questions and people are there to answer you. Trust me, you will make less mistakes. You will learn from other people's mistakes. You understand? In a community. So, and one thing I love about Empower Her Remotely, we have an amazing community that you can join. And this community is a free community. You join and you'll be getting opportunities. You can ask questions and we're there to answer you. So many remote workers are there to answer you. Okay, so one reason why people fail is they lack remote work community, because they make mistakes. Because I can remember vividly well, there's a particular person that got an interview, and the person was so excited. Oh, I've gotten this interview, but they're telling me to pay for a book. Or should I pay for the book? So when she posted it in our community, people were like, no, don't pay, because most people that are faking like all these jobs, they're just trying to scam people and say, if you buy this book, you'll be able to interview with us. It's a lie. You understand? And this particular person was not able to know until she posted it in our community. And it's when she posted it in our community that she was able to find out that, this was a scam job. And she did not get scam. She did not get scam at all. I have another story of a particular person that, she got her first interview and she posted, I got my first interview, and she does not have any training prior to this. Because she posted it and told us, I've got an interview, I was able to send a call through to her, and we're able to prep for this interview, for her interview, and she got the job. Yeah, I'm putting screenshots here so you can see that I'm not capping about it. She was able to still get that job after that because she was able to get the right information that will help her to get the job. So being in a community is very, very important. When you're in a community, you will not fail, because you're going to be getting information from other people's past failures and other people's experiences. Lack of remote work knowledge. Yeah, some people fail because they lack remote work knowledge. Their CV is terrible. They don't know how to apply for jobs. As simple as application, they don't know how to apply for jobs. No legit job links. They don't know where to get job links from. They're just applying anywhere, weak CV, everything is just bad. You understand? And thank God I offer a training on everything you need to know so that you can start getting your jobs and start getting these jobs that are paying dollars. Okay. Some people don't know any of these things. Some people have no remote work knowledge. And trust me, if you join our community and if you join our training, you will, by fire, by force, get those job opportunities, knowledge, job training knowledge. You learn everything about that. And number 3, no interview prep. So I've seen people that are getting interviews back to back from different organizations, but after the interview, that is it. You don't hear back from them, or they have an unfortunately message. And it's because your CV is not the problem. What is the problem is that you don't know how to talk to these people, to relate to them, to let them know that you know what you're talking about. That's the major issue. And trust me, if you join our training, I'll teach you everything that you need to know about remote work. So I have a remote training coming up. It's called EHRVA Customer Support Training. EHRVA Customer Support Training. You're going to be getting so much information, and it's all for 20,000 naira. 20,000 naira. So here are the things that you'll be getting. You're going to be getting a virtual assistant / customer support training for 6 weeks. For 6 whole weeks, you're going to be getting virtual assistant and customer support training. Okay, you're going to be learning the skills that you need, skills that you would need in your job. When you get that job, you know those skills during this training. Number 2, you're going to be getting certificates, 2-in-1 certificates, a certificate in customer service and a certificate in virtual assistance. It's going to be a 2-in-1 certificate. Number 2, we're going to have a 2-day live mentorship class. This mentorship class is teaching you everything you need to know about creating CV, interview prep, how to use the Boolean search method on LinkedIn, how to apply on Indeed, everything that you need to know so that you can get that job that's going to pay in dollars. That mentorship class is going to be good. Not just that, we're going to be sending you job opportunities that are always hiring. Like when I say always hiring, I'm telling you that they're always hiring back to back. They're always hiring people back to back every time. I'm gonna give you access to them. I've been doing this training for over 2 years now, so I've gotten links. I've been able to gather links of different places that are always recruiting. So I'm gonna give you access to all those links so that you can start getting jobs immediately after your training or even during the training. Yeah. Another thing that we're going to do is I'm going to show you guidance on how to apply for jobs. One mistake I've seen people make is that they don't know how to apply for jobs. Little mistake that they'll make. That's why they're not getting replies. And I'm going to show you how to go about it. Okay? I'm going to show you how to get high-paying jobs on Indeed. Jobs that are paying at least $500, $800, $1,000. I'm going to show you how to get them on Indeed. There's just simple little tricks that you need to know, and I'm here for you. I'm going to show you everything. Another thing you're going to be learning is Upwork, how to get jobs on Upwork. I'm going to be teaching you everything you need to know about getting jobs on Upwork. You're going to get links to groups, Telegram groups, Slack communities, WhatsApp groups that you can join, that they're always posting job opportunities, remote job opportunities. You're going to be getting them. And all this is just for 20,000 20,000 naira. Just 20,000 naira. It's actually meant to be over 50,000 naira, more than 50K, but I'm doing a bonanza for 20,000 naira. And this slot is just for a few people. This slot is just for a few people. And this slot is just for a few people. As you can see, I'm showing you guys testimonials of different people that have been able to get job opportunities using our training. Using our training, they've been able to get amazing job opportunities. And it can be you. It can be you. Or you need to take that step. You need to take that bold step and learn. Learn with us, learn with Empower Her remotely. And trust me, you will not regret. Especially if you put in the work, you will not regret. I hope you guys love this. And if you have any questions, you can still go to our community and ask the questions. I'm here for you. So if you want to get this opportunity, all you need to do is just to click on that link to register. Click on the link to register and you'll be able to register for the opportunity. Start learning so you can get those jobs that are going to pay you in dollars. Okay, guys. Bye.